watching Just the News. I'm Amita Balachandra. Let's get straight to it. Our top story is on Covaxin, which has got WHO's approval for emergency usage listing. Finally, this means that the vaccine will be recognized by other countries. Additionally, emergency usage listing is also a prerequisite for a vaccine to be supplied through COVAX, which is a global COVID vaccine equity scheme. Now, WHO took to Twitter and said, and I quote, the technical advisory group, an independent panel that provides WHO with vaccine recommendations, has determined Covaxin meets standards for protection against COVID 19. The benefit of the vaccine far outweighs risks and that the vaccine can be used. Covaxin was also reviewed by WHO's strategic advisory group of experts on immunization, and recommended use of this vaccine is in 2 doses with an interval of 4 weeks in all age groups 18 and above. End quote. Now, the WHO also went on to say, however, no recommendation has been made for the use on children, and available data for use on pregnant women is insufficient as to assess safety or efficacy. In the meantime, amid states reporting a high number of dengue cases, the center has sent teams of experts to 9 states and union territories. These states and union territories include Haryana, Kerala, Punjab, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Delhi, and Jammu and Kashmir. Now, the teams will assist the state governments by providing technical guidance, including public health measures for managing dengue. Now, over 1.16 lakh dengue cases have been reported by states and union territories across the country. In the meantime, while speaking at a review meet, Prime Minister Narendra Modi urged healthcare workers to conduct door-to-door vaccinations and create awareness by dispelling misinformation with the help of local religious leaders. Now, emphasizing on micro strategies, Prime Minister Modi said that district authorities must come up with innovative ways to increase the pace of vaccination, highlighting that states which have administered the first dose to 100% of their population had also faced different challenges with geography and resources, but these districts overcame these challenges to go ahead. And some news from Delhi now. According to the Central Pollution Control Board, the air quality in Delhi deteriorated as it entered the very poor category for the first time this season. Now, the overall air quality index, or the AQI as it's called, of the city was 303 on Tuesday. Delhi, remember, has banned all firecrackers. Delhi's neighboring cities, Faridabad, Ghaziabad, and Noida, have all reported above 300, which is very poor air quality. Also in the news, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has said that the Delhi government is working on creating a web portal which will host virtual markets in the city where registered traders, entrepreneurs, and professionals will display their products and services and also engage in sales. Now, he further said that the platform will enable both business to consumer, which is B2C, and business to business, B2B, transactions and exhibitions across the world. Now, the government plans to launch it in August 2022. An update now from the COP26 summit. 15-year-old Vinisha Umashankar, one of the finalists of Prince William's Earthshot Prize, delivered a powerful speech at the COP26 summit that's happening in Glasgow on climate change. Now, she urged everybody, world leaders, business leaders, international organizations, as well as civil society, to immediately stop talking and start acting when it comes to tackling climate change. She said, and I quote, we have every reason to be angry, but I have no time for anger. I want to act. I'm not just a girl from India. I'm a girl from India. I am a girl from Earth, and I am proud to be so. End quote. Moving on now to updates on COVID. India has reported 11,903 new COVID cases in the last 24 hours. Kerala has reported 6,444 new COVID cases in the last 24 hours. Moving on to business news now, just days after Facebook renamed its company as Meta, Microsoft announced that it's building a metaverse within its video conferencing platform, Teams, which will be called Mesh. Now, people can collaborate in a virtual environment using 3D digital avatars. Users will be able to access Mesh for Teams that will be rolled out in 2022. Now, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella said, and I quote, I can't overstate how much of a breakthrough this is. It's no longer just looking at a camera view of a factory floor. You could be on the floor. It's no longer just video conferencing with colleagues. You could be with them in the same room. It's no longer just playing a game with friends. You can be in the game with them. End quote. On to news coming in from across the world right now. Ethiopia's government on Tuesday declared a 6-month state of emergency as Tigrayan rebels have said that they've captured several towns and threatened to march towards the capital. Now, according to Associated Press, the United States said that security has deteriorated significantly and it strongly warned its citizens to consider leaving. The US has also warned that the Tigray forces, who long dominated the national government before Abiy took office, against any attempt to besiege the capital. Now, the state of emergency takes effect immediately and will last for 6 months. Also in the news, Taliban has announced a complete ban on the use of foreign currencies in Afghanistan, a move that could further disrupt the economy that's on the brink of collapse. According to the BBC, Taliban has said, and I quote, the economic situation and national interests in the country require that all Afghans use Afghani currency in their every trade, end quote. Before this, the US dollar was widely used in Afghanistan. On to sports news right now. The government has announced that 12 sports persons, including javelin thrower Neeraj Chopra and cricketer Mitali Raj, will be the recipients of Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award 2021. Other players include football players Sunil Chetri and wrestler Ravi Kumar. Meanwhile, Pakistan has defeated Namibia by 45 runs to register their fourth win in a row in T20 World Cup 2021. With this, Pakistan have become the first team to qualify for the semi-finals of the T20 World Cup 2021. Before we wrap up now, we leave you with a piece of good news. Dr. Nimi George from Kerala has won the silver at the World Amateur Chess Championship held at Rhode Island in Greece. Now, according to the New Indian Express, the love for chess runs deep in her family. In fact, her father, a national level arbiter, introduced his daughters to chess. Nimi's elder sister became one of the first from Kerala to also become a national champion. That's it here on Just the News. Happy Deepavali to you and your family. Thank you so much for watching.